Hello and welcome to the King of Swiss game for the Joust 1A of the World Championships with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Yes.
No, we need to say hello.
Hi.
Hi. On the left, Chris Thompson is playing Targ SoB, and we have James Walmsley, otherwise known as Wamma to most people, playing Night's Watch Valyrian still. And we have seen both of these guys on camera before. We have been recording pretty much the top table for the whole of Joust 1A day. So
1A day.
1A day. So they've appeared on camera before. On the right, Wamma has set up with come on, Rebecca, Underground Vault. Yes, I'm finally getting this one. And then we have a Mace Drayman, and is that a Seasoned Woodsman?
Yeah.
Getting the hang of this. It's almost like I've been playing the game for like 3-4 years.
I've got a feeling James' setup is not the best. Like 3 card and Valyrian Steel using 7 gold. Like there wasn't even a 1 gold attachment in hand that he could have got out. Or maybe he just didn't want to. But 3 card doesn't seem ideal. Do you know if they mulliganed?
I can't remember, to be honest. I'm going to assume that that was a very strange sneeze, Richard.
That's because it wasn't a sneeze, it was a cough into my arm, like you
okay.
ordered me to.
It sounded like when you sit on a whoopee cushion.
And how does that sound, Rebecca?
No, the sound that you made. We can rewind it later and listen if you like. Sorry, slight distraction there. And on the left, Chris has set up with a King's Road, a Card and Shadows, and Aggo.
Love the confident Aggo.
For some reason in my head, aggro was coming through, and I was like, it's definitely not aggro. That's something else entirely.
We are definitely seeing aggro.
Well, with Sea of Blood, most likely. Especially with the opening plots. So Chris has gone for Vanquish the Unbelievers. So obviously that is a 2-claim plot. And Wamma has gone for just a 1 gold plot with the Prince that came too late. So he'll be able to put a character into play during the standing phase of this round.
Yeah.
However, not much gold to begin with.
Well, he's going to get 1 gold plus 2 from the Underground Vault.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a few...
If he has an attachment, the Seasoned Woodman and the agenda can give him gold, so he can accrue lots of economic benefit.
Yeah. Seems good.
Yeah. What do you think he might get with the print that came too late?
I think we saw him playing Jon Snow, and in this deck he's probably also playing Yoren.
Yep.
So depending on how the round goes, he might get Yoren to even up the boards.
I mean, Yoren can take Aggo, right? 5 cost characters or a fair game. That's an option.
Yeah,
depending on the board state, I suppose. Now we've got
Hago? No.
Are you sure?
No, but you did a huh sound, so I assumed you were helping me.
Carlo.
Thanks. I thought you were trying to be nice and help me by making a huh sound. But no, you were just winding me up. What is it?
Carlo.
Oh, I can't even say it in any way.
Co-hollow.
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 Really?
Not to be confused with cohort.
Oh, God. Anyway, and Room of the World as well, on Chris's side. Ooh. That's annoying. Clytus. It's Clytus, right?
It is.
Clytus. So, Wamma triggering Clytus to steal a gold. However, Chris is just thinking about that.
Well, I assume Wamma gave Chris an action window. Which is what he's thinking about. So, yeah, triggered to Clytus. So, no put to the sword.
Seems good.
Yeah.
And is that what's that card called? Is it Improved Fortifications?
Improved Fortifications, yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
Like you say, it's not really that impressive, seeing as you've been playing the game for 4 years.
No, but I'm not very good at these little random cards.
You could just be faking that so you can get the glory of remembering them.
No, I genuinely remembered it. Don't take away my happiness. And 3-finger hob as well on the end there, so that'll be even more card draw for Wamma. But no attachment on the Woodsman at the moment, which seems sad.
Yeah, and a military icon.
Which might not be brilliant.
And it's claim 2. So make the Aemon can soak one of those.
Yeah.
So who is he going to kill for the other claim is something that I would be considering.
Yeah, because the Woodsman's one that is nice in Valyrian Steel because you get that double trigger. You've not coughed all day, and as soon as we start doing commentary, you're just like, I'm dying! Are you okay?
Because I've been eating fruit.
Because you've been eating fruit? Is it because I made you eat something healthy and now you're dying with a cough?
It's because, I don't know, my body's reacting to the fruit.
Right. Seems legit. That is some options. Jeez Louise.
What? So we've got a devoted blood rider, a braided warrior, a Jogo, and a Khal Drogo.
It's got to be Khal Drogo, right? 2 military challenges, pretty much wipes Armor's board.
Yeah. Seems nice.
Well, it's probably not what Wamma wanted to see. Like you say, with Aemon, he could, soak up one of those deaths. But really, I mean, Three-Finger Hob, you don't really want him to die, especially not so early. You don't really want Aemon to die because, against Sea of Blood, he's really helpful. And Clydas is going to be restricting what Chris can do. So all 3 of those cards are really handy in this matchup. But I can't see how Wamma can stop the 2 military challenges from going through now.
But look on the bright side. One character will stay alive. And James has the Prince that came too late to maybe get Yoren and populate and steal a character. So I think at the end of the round, James's board will be okay. His location is safe and put to the torch with the improved fortification.
Yeah.
He can't be put to the sword. So he'll have a couple of characters by the end of the round. At least, he could have 3. Chris Thompson's going to have 1.
1? Oh yeah, because Drogo will go.
Yeah, Drogo will go, assuming Yoren hits the board, which might be in the appropriate play.
Yeah, I think with an almost inevitable nearly board wipe, it's probably best that he gets the Yoren.
Yeah, so James, he's ambushed in Longclaw with the agenda, and he's taken the cards. So that kind of suggests to me that he's not really looking to trigger Hob.
Yeah, well, either that or he knows Hob's going to die, so he's just thinking, let's just draw as many cards as possible.
Yes.
So Aemon kneeling to save, and Longclaw coming back to hand.
No Kaholo, so no Intimidate.
No.
But I don't think it's relevant, because the military second one will go through unopposed.
So of the 3 that are left, which 2 would you keep? Sorry, which 1 would you keep even?
Well, I don't know. You've got enough draw with the agenda and Stephen Woodman that Hob not vital. Mate Aemon seems like he could be good. Clydas also could be good. I'd be tempted with Aemon.
Keep Aemon?
Tempted. Don't know. I don't have any rep with Night's Watch Valyrian Deal. Don't think I've ever played it.
Yeah.
But something that can help stabilise your board. I don't know if Clydas will do enough work.
Yeah, I mean, I quite like... Well, I mean, I don't like playing against him, but I like how Clydas can really restrict your opponent. Certainly getting gold off them and stopping them from having the gold in the challenges phase, which Sea of Blood likes to have sometimes.
When
but he's decided to kill Aemon. Okay.
When Return to the Fields is everywhere, it's good because you can get more and more gold. The other possibility is if James is playing something like trading with the Pentoshi, that might be a good incentive to keep Clydas, because then that makes it a 13 gold plot for you.
Does Wamma play that plot?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so as expected, the Yoren.
So this is quite interesting. He's taking Kaholo, who can jump into a challenge at any point with Intimidate at the cost of discarding a card. If there's one thing Night's Watch Valyrian deal generally have, it's quite a lot of cards. So this could work out nicely for James.
And also with Kohala on the other side of the board, any military challenge is just that added extra threat. So Chris can really bait out the over-defending by Wamma, if Wamma is trying to defend the military. With having Kohala on Wamma's side, at least he can stop that from happening.
Yeah, that is quite a good defence against Sea of Blood. Because Chris now has to assume it's always had a military icon. Whether it does or doesn't.
And Chris just having to discard a couple of cards for reserve. And Wamma doing the same, discarding Longclaw there, I think. I think that was Longclaw. A sword of some sort. Might be Practice Blade, but...
Cool.
So, what do you expect for plots?
What do I expect? Don't know. What does Chris have? Fury of the Khalasar is almost certainly in his deck.
Yeah, I think he's got Win or Die. Probably got Marched.
I'm not sure if James won Political Disaster, but that's obviously not going to do anything in the short term, if at all, in this matchup. Probably has Barring the Gates.
Byron's good against Sea of Blood.
Yeah, it's good when the Women of the World is out. So it's a passable choice at this stage, because you know you're going to turn the Womb off and potentially hit Fury of the Khalasar.
That would be the ideal, wouldn't it?
It would be nice, but let's see what they do.
Oh, I'm changing his mind.
Yeah, Valar Morghulis into At the Gates.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense on Chris's side. It's sad for him to lose Aegon and Kohala, but gets rid of Wamma's Yoren, gets rid of Clydus, already got rid of Aemon and Hob. So that's some big characters in the Night's Watch Steel deck that's now dead.
It's true, but James has other characters.
Yeah.
Jon Snow, Corin Halfhand. He's got some economy there. It's not going to give him a lot of economy, but now he's got Kingsroad for the tempo. Chris has only 2 gold and an Illyrio's estate. That's not going to be enough to play...
Do tricks.
Well, get the Shadows card out and do whatever the Shadows card is. Aegon into Khalasar kind of thing.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be a slow round for Chris, but I think in the long run, killing off Clydus, Hob, and Aemon early is gonna, and Yoren even, is gonna be good for him.
It's going to lead to some dead draws for James, I'm sure. But you know, he has so many ways of drawing card. If he gets a Seasoned Woodman out, for sure.
Yeah.
With the agenda, you can do it 3 times around. As long as you have the attachment. It's one of those things that's self-fulfilling. If you have loads of cards in hand, you're more likely to have an attachment, so you can be more likely to draw cards. But if you don't have many cards, you're less likely to have attachment, so you can't draw cards. It's a little bit snowballing in that regard.
It's a bit like one of those sort of win more situations that you go on about.
I never go on about anything. What?
You hate superior playing because you say it's like win more. Oh, is that Jon Snow?
Yeah?
Cool.
Yeah.
How much does Jon Snow cost?
7. So James collected 4 gold, 5 with the vault, triggered the King's Road, and paid 4, which left him with a gold. Marshalled, is that a noble lineage?
Possibly. I hate glare. Might be, might not be. But he's managed to also marshal a build at the wall. There's a build at the wall, right?
Yeah, but
Weird Santa.
He seemed to have spent a total of 8. And he had 8. So he must have triggered the agenda for a card. But I wasn't really watching that closely at all.
Wasn't paying attention.
Got some claims right now. Chris doesn't marshal, he instead opts for Whim of the World.
Yeah, so he's saving a couple of gold there, so he might have the overwhelming numbers.
That is true, but I think you need to have 2 or more attacking Dothraki characters.
Oh, okay. I always forget that bit.
That's because you've never played with the card.
think I have once or twice.
Then shame on you for not knowing.
Hey, I try.
You dropped yourself in that one.
I'll bog off.
Consider myself bogged off.
So the military then coming through from Chris. Should be a good round for Wamma, I think. Because Chris doesn't have any claim. And Wamma will be able to restand in snow.
Yeah, so James can potentially get all 3 challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, military goes with her. Takes the claim. Bit of power. Intrigue way. Yeah.
Wonder if there's a Missandei in there. If there is, it's not that one.
So, was that a gift?
I think so.
That's also pretty good. Chris cannot now go and get Beggar King on demand, assuming he doesn't have another one in hand.
Yeah.
Because I think Chris might run King in the North.
Yeah, I vaguely recall seeing that in his deck.
Sorry, got coronavirus.
You better not. Oh wow. Good thing neither of us are actually leaving the house.
Yay, lockdown. Loving the lockdown, by the way.
Yeah, don't think I've ever played so many hours on The Witcher.
I've got 66 hours clocked on The Witcher.
In like a week.
Sometimes I even had a wash, but not really. Most of the time I just got out of bed and dragged myself to the lounge again.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're disgusting.
I'm dreading tomorrow. I'm going to have to go shopping.
Your once a week outing.
Maybe if I fake this cough for another 24 hours I can get out of it.
Would you like me to go?
No thanks. So we've got the furry Kalasar blocked by barring the gates.
Awesome. Nice call, Wamma. And Wamma there playing an event by the looks of it. Oh, this one that goes and grabs people.
Yeah, fresh recruits, cost 3. Find yourself a ranger, a steward and builder from searching your deck and add them to your hand.
So yeah, it looks like Wamma's grabbed a Howder, but I can't quite tell what the other 2 cards are. I'm sure we'll see them popping out at some point. And then once he's finished shuffling, I guess we get the marshalling. But yeah, I must admit, if I was Chris flipping a few of the Kalasar with the board state as is at the moment, I wouldn't be very happy to see the bar on the gates.
It's just really annoying to see your tempo stalled again when you're not going to have that much gold.
How much gold do you get for Kalasar?
3.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 5 resources with something to marshal. Can't use Win with the World. Can't bring that character out of Shadows if it is a character coming out of Shadows. Could just be a Shadow of the East, but
you never know, right?
You never know, right?
I think one of the cards that Wamma found was maybe a dupe for Jon Snow as well.
Yeah, Jon Snow, Steward. Old Forest Hunter is a ranger, and we know we have a Howder.
So yeah, the Old Forest Hunters have been marshalled there. And we've also got a Castle Black. And Wamma's sitting on 1 gold. Seeing as he's not used his Valyrian Steel Ambush, I'm assuming that'll be that for the Challenger space.
Yeah, he's left his board quite light. But I think he's fine. He had the build up the wall for some claim soak if needed. Got 2 military icons on the board. Castle Black to deter chump challenges.
Depends what Chris can play out, because he's just got a King's Road, which means he's now got 7 gold to play around with. It's definitely enough for a couple of characters.
Yeah.
And remember, Chris has got 2 claim.
But you would want to play a couple of characters, wouldn't you? You couldn't just play 1 character because then James would just kill it.
True.
So you have to accept the fact that one of them may die.
Well, he's going for 6 gold. Okay, cool. Drogo with a dupe. So, I mean, Drogo's not going to be able to do 2 military challenges on his own, and he's not going to be joined by anyone because of Wamma's plot.
But the duplicate means that he's not going to just die, and he can fire back with his own 5 strength military challenge.
And because it's 5 strength, of course, if Wamma lets that go through unopposed, it means that Chris will get another Sea of Blood trigger, which isn't ideal. Wamma can still get through a couple of challenges if he really wanted to. He could, for example, do I don't know, a military and an intrigue, or an intrigue and a power, because I'm pretty sure that's the noble lineage on the bottom with Jon Snow.
So if you're Jaime, do you poke a military with the old Void Hunter here?
Maybe. I'd... yeah, probably, actually.
Do you keep Jon Snow standing just to deter any challenges from Khal Drogo?
Yeah, because Jon would win on defence, wouldn't he? With
Yeah.
Castle Black.
But then that kind of feels like a waste, so... If I
You
think...
can do one challenge to Jon Snow, can't you? Because he'll restand.
Yeah, if he wins, yeah.
He's got stealth.
So you can do whatever. So,
He's got stealth, right?
as expected, yeah, he did, yeah. Chris did not defend the military. So Jaime was fine, poking that one through.
So yeah, I think he can afford to do one challenge with Jon Snow and then restand him.
What if Chris had the nightmares?
And then he's in trouble. So going for the intrigue, which is unopposed, and reaction withstanding Jon. So unopposed and claim.
There's your egg on.
I think the intrigue's a good shout here. Power isn't as important at this particular point. And getting Chris's options more limited.
Correct. Agreed.
Is nice.
100%.
Oh, what was that? Was that Shadows of the East?
It was Shadow of the East.
Ah, so there goes the noble lineage.
Yep. So Chris now has a clear opening for a power challenge. Just to reset the balance of power in the game.
That was a good shout, actually. So 2 claim.
Unopposed, 2 claim, and a renown.
Yeah, that's a big swing. 1 more winning Dom.
But James still has board control, I believe. Chris, his tempo should now be online if he can get through without James playing another bar in the gates. He can use Wound of the World. And he's only got 3 cards in hand, I think, right?
Yes, after the intrigue challenge, he should only have had 3.
That's not ideal, but Wound of the World is like draw. Overwhelming numbers is super draw.
Oh, he's got. I think I saw a put to the torch there, maybe. In fact, it looked like a couple of events.
That's not ideal. We're not dying to march.
March is a good shout.
It's a nice march.
Yeah. I mean, getting rid of Drogo. Don't mind that, do you? So it looks like Chris is going to go first here. And drawing his 2, and then another 2. Wamma marched the Weird Santa.
Weird Santa? Hench Santa!
Sorry, Hench Santa.
You call him whatever you like.
He's just a very weird looking Santa, isn't he?
Swollen Santa.
Swollen Santa?
He's all swollen up.
I don't think I'd refer to it as swollen, like beefed up maybe.
He's swole.
Yeah, but swollen's like, you know, like a drowned corpse after several days in
the... The term is swole. When you're swole, all your muscles all swelled up and shit.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard the term swole?
No.
Wow. You need to get down with the kids.
Yeah.
I've been on the internet. I see what kids say.
Are you one of the cool kids?
No. Frankly, no. You've got a Vakhara and a Horse Lord. And a yawning Rebecca.
Sorry. It's been a long day on The Witcher.
You've sat on your ass all day playing on the computer.
That's not true. I edited a video.
Getting mad and stamping your feet because you got killed by a monster after battling it for half an hour.
Oh, that was a little bit annoying.
Loser.
It says you. You married me. Have they done anything yet?
We are just waiting. Chris is marshalled.
Chris is marshalled waiting on Wamma.
Yeah.
So Chris has got a gold, and he's also got Sea of Blood. So at this point, he could play overwhelming numbers, right? If they both went in,
He can play what?
overwhelming numbers.
Yes. He has Win of the World as well. Don't forget.
Ah, yeah.
And it's 2 claim plot, which is nice. So it allows him to put some pressure on, or even bluff the pressure.
Well, we know he's got, as I say, a put to the torch in hand.
I'm interested to see what James is going to play out character-wise to the board. Makharo is 4 strength. The Horse Lord going into a challenge with Makharo would be 2 strength. However, Jon Snow will be 8 strength.
It's a Dragon Glass Dagger, right?
Correct. And Castle Black will further support and make him 10 strength. So, at the moment, Wamma can defend a military for
Oh, nice.
11.
Duke Towder.
Yeah, he can defend a military for 11, which will help pretty much block the Sea of Blood, and Howder can further boost that by kneeling the improved fortifications or the Dragon Glass Dagger or whatever other attachment Jon Snow has. So he's pretty flexible with strength.
Yeah, Chris is going to need to put a lot of strength on the board. So let's see what he gets with the womb.
Is that another Drogo? No, it's a Horse Lord.
Horse Lord.
Well, it's not ideal for Chris, but what is at this point? Again, if they all go into a challenge, that's 3, 4, 10 strength.
I think it depends on whether Chris has got, as I say, the overwhelming numbers.
What's in the discard? I think it
Drogo's in there.
Yeah.
That's a dead pile you can see. His discard is like next to his
I was trying to think.
draw deck.
Who was in the discard for Mr. Thompson here?
Have we seen any raiding Khalasars yet?
No.
Overwhelming numbers, that bring people up the dead pile as well?
No.
Just a discard.
Discard or hand. Or hand.
Yeah, there's definitely a Drogo in there. I don't know if there's anything else in there.
There's probably something else in there. Should we just go with that?
Yeah. I might just have something cool in hand. I might just have something in hand, right?
Yeah.
One from the discard, one from his hand.
That works. I'm fairly sure on round 1 he discarded 2 cards from hand at the end of the round. Maybe 1 was a character. We probably should have taken a bit more interest in that.
Us taking interest in what's actually happening in the game? Are you kidding me? We're just here for the Jaffa cakes. Hey, wait, we've not had Jaffa cakes for ages.
Have we got any?
Yes.
Why haven't we eaten them?
Because you bought like 5 billion packets of crisps.
4 packets of crisps.
You ate 2 whole packets yesterday.
We ate 4 packets in 4 days. 5 days.
Uh-huh.
5 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 5.
That's not how it works.
You screwed it right up.
Shut up.
So yeah, Chris goes all in military. We see a defence from Jon Snow currently at 8 strength and Forest Hunter for 9 strength total. We have overwhelming numbers.
Ooh. That's not so good.
Khazar and Drogo. So, that makes it 21 strength, 22, 23, 24, 25.
I don't think that Wamma can get to that strength.
So, I mean, James can get to 11, 12, so he can't get to that much. I don't think he can stop the blood trigger.
No, so he's just reached to Jon Snow, that puts him on 11. Howder can put him up to 13, 14. It's not enough. So definitely getting that trigger through. So would you then... So then you'd probably like put to the sword Jon Snow, right?
Yeah, so he would die to the 3 claim.
Yeah. Oh, does Dragonglass Dagger stop you doing events on a character? How does Dragonglass Dagger work again?
Oh no! I think he can't be targeted by character abilities.
Okay. That rings a bell. So yeah, so if Chris puts to the sword Jon,
Yeah.
then with the 3 claim, Jon would have to die, plus the Old Forest Hunter, and then the dupe of Howder.
Yeah.
Because with the Grading Khalasar, it is a 3 claim.
Yeah. As I understand it.
So what Wamma could do... Yeah. So if he doesn't save Jon Snow... Does that make any difference? Doesn't really make any difference, does it?
Don't believe so.
Just means that Chris is getting 2 claim instead of 3. So we've got Rakara's reaction there. Discarding a card at random. And then the 2 claim. Because of course you can't claim a character twice, so you can't take the dupe of Howder and also the main character.
Yep. So yeah, Drogo and the Khalasar come back to hand at the end of the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen 2 massive tempo swings here.
Mm.
Turn 2 for James against Christy Valar. James came out of it very well. And now this is turn 4, big tempo swing in favour of Chris with the overwhelming numbers.
Yeah, it's a very swingy game, isn't it?
Well, that Targaryen Sea of Blood against anything.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Chris has had some...
That Horse Lord should go back to hand, right? Because it came in with Womb of the World.
Is it back to hand?
Yeah. It doesn't just down the board. I think this happened in one of the previous games with Chris as well, didn't it?
Possibly. Oh, so if that's back to hand, then that should have been discarded.
Yes.
Because of the win or die?
Yeah, so I think this has happened before. I think in the previous videos we commented, I'm very certain there was a play where... See, and this has directly benefited Chris now.
Yeah, because he's able to sacrifice it and get the card and the gold.
Yep, the second time. It's a sloppy play.
Well, it's easy to forget things, and to be fair, we've not really seen many mistakes in this game.
It is easy to forget things, but the same thing a couple of times. The thing is, it's not just a forget thing; it directly benefits. It exactly. That's just the way it is. Got a golden card out of it.
Yeah.
That card should have been discarded to reserve.
Well,
they're the fine margins, you see, because that contributed him to getting. So he's going to have 3 cards now in hand when he would only have had 2.
This is true, and I think I can see a Kotha in hand as well.
Not only that, having 3 characters on the board influences your opponent's plot choices.
Yeah.
And influences your own too. If it's a genuine mistake, it influences your own choices because you're thinking, I've got 3 characters on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, with 3 characters on the board and Wamma only having 1, Chris might have thought that Wamma would do a reset, for example. Hence the return to the fields.
So who's that Chris has marshalled?
Is that one Hago? Hago. That's not Kaholo.
No, it's Hago.
I said Hago! Stop trying to hint at me when you're doing it wrong. You're just being mean, trying to make me look silly. Being meanie head.
Cool. Whatever. So James got Stephen Woodman out. He's doing some good old triggers there.
Some good old triggers.
Good old triggers. Trigger from the Woodman, trigger from the agenda. Doing some triggers.
I mean, Wamma could use another character or two, really, couldn't
He could use some military icon.
he? Yeah. Yeah, that might help. Has he triggered his underground vault?
Nope.
Think he just forgot about it?
Maybe.
It wasn't nightmares or anything, was it? So a few options here. Recaro?
That's a devoted blood rider.
Great.
Rakaro's already on the board.
Oh yeah. It's because it's an alt R. I was getting in a muddle.
Understandable. It is an alt art. So, did the Stephen Woodman have a practice blade or anything like that?
Possibly.
I mean, Howder can buff by 5 strength. The Reed and Jane probably kept the underground vault stood for the Howder buff.
Oh yeah.
If he doesn't need the gold, might as well give him a point of strength. Hopefully Chris will forget about it, he's thinking.
Could be. I mean, you forgot about the about the character. Maybe you'll forget about how they're working on locations, because I certainly did. So, I mean, we're assuming Chris is going to go for military, right?
It's much easier to forget about your opponent's cards than it is your own cards. Especially when you've gone 6 rounds with your own cards. You know, you'll be much better with your triggers
You'd hope so.
than if you're playing Nice Watch Valyrian Steel for the first time of the day. You can forget small things like that. Most people won't, but some people will.
So what strength can Wamma get to military then? So it's got the Old Forest Hunter.
It depends if that's a practice blade on the season board.
Let's assume it is.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4. He can defend for 4 plus 5 with Howder. 9.
9.
So Chrissy going in with Caro. That's 5. Devoted Blood Rider. Add 3. And then Hago. Is Hago a Blood Rider? I think he is. That's another 5. So I think that's 13.
Okay.
So Wamma would need to defend for 8. Well, more than 8 to block the win by 5. So that, I don't think there's a practice blade on the Woodman.
Yeah. So maybe if there isn't, then Chris has gone in with that much to make sure that Howder doesn't just boost the Old Forest Hunter, right? Wamma there just used the Howder trigger on the actual Woodsman, not on the Old Forest Hunter, just for clarification.
Why?
I'm assuming he's going to be getting rid of that attachment.
Why?
Maybe it's Ghost? Is Ghost the one that saves the character?
Ghost is one that saves the character.
So it might be Ghost? I don't know.
That would be good.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, it certainly helps. Oh,
Which one's that?
it's Shadow of the East.
Ah, yeah, but that won't work yet, will it?
No. But if James tries the same trick next round, Chris has an answer for it.
So claim then? Yeah, I think that is a Ghost. Cool, makes sense. And the power, which one I can defend.
So I have a question about the Targaryen Sea of Blood.
Oh, that's interesting. So Chris was able to discard 2 cards from hand to put the Kotho in, which he shouldn't have that many cards in hand.
No, he should only have had the 1 card.
What was your question, sorry?
So, yeah, my question was, Chris has gone all in with the military. Now 3 characters to go for military. Got to see a blood trigger off. to practically now out his entire board. See, James clocked the Devoted Blood Rider this round. We went back to Chris's hand.
Yeah.
So Chris now out most of his entire board to win a military challenge, and James goes to save the character. Chris got an unimpactful event at the time. Didn't do anything to change the board date, so he knelt 3 characters out just to remove an attachment from the board. Is it worth it at that stage? Turn 1, we know it can blow out your opponent, but when you get to turn 5, the impact of the agenda can be reduced.
Yeah,
depending on the board date.
I mean, Chris still did manage to get all 3 challenges done. So
yeah, illegally, of course, but.
Yeah, it has like a big ripple effect, doesn't it?
It does.
That extra 1 card meant that he had enough to get Kotho into play after he got the Shadow of the East, and yeah, it is a bit of a ripple. So theoretically, Kotho shouldn't be on the board. Where'd that Kalasar come from?
He just marshalled it.
Oh. I'm just like, I glanced out the window, I looked back, and there's a Kalasar. I was like, what the fuck?
Surprise! Just a small Dothraki army charging through the board.
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
Of course.
So I've got another attachment on the Woodsman there. That glare is making it really helpful to figure out what that attachment is.
Thanks, SFG Event Centre.
Woo!
What a prime spot you gave us.
Yeah.
You chose it?
I can't remember, to be honest. I think we just said we'd just record table 1 because, quite frankly, trying to organise which game to record whilst trying to get to my own games in the middle of tables where it's really hard to get to the middle of the table.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like you're going to make the cut, like.
You cheeky fucker! I'll have you know, one of my games was recorded in the cut. Thank you very much.
Shut up.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one you lost?
Piss off. I made the cut, you didn't. You have to watch it and find out.
I'm sorry, I'm just trolling.
You're a little troll bag. No, Richard, I didn't win the whole worlds.
I'm just asking if you won your recorded game, but actually, we'll leave it as a
I was
surprise.
going to say, it's a surprise.
Maybe,
we've not
maybe we
done the
could
game yet.
poll our viewers and subscribers. Did Rebecca win the game or not? Vote yes or no.
Well, I'll have to not tell them which game I recorded then, because otherwise that would be very obvious.
It'd be funny just to see everyone go yes or no.
You dick. Hey guys, did Richard make the cut? Spoilers, he didn't. Wamma's still doing Valyrian still stuffs.
Yeah, he got a wall out there.
He does have a wall out.
Bit more strength for his lads on the board.
Yeah, but...
He can get Ghost back out as well.
Can he? How much is Ghost? Isn't it 2?
He did.
He'd have to discard a card, wouldn't he, with the Old Forest Hunter?
Yeah. He comes from Gaze to the Moon instead.
Okay, that's interesting.
You know, Chris doesn't have Shadow of the East now.
Oh, flopped.
And that's another downside with the Womb.
To be fair, he doesn't need any more characters on the board, right?
No.
So, they've only got 1 plot left after this, don't they? I think it's a 6th plot?
Yeah, I agree. It is.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure Wamma didn't put Political Disaster in the deck in the end, having just marshalled 2 locations.
Probably not. We've got a big power challenge coming in here, which makes sense because Chris wants to try and get a power swing with the Kalasar.
Yeah, that would be 2 claim.
Wamma's letting that go through unopposed. Oh. Why has he got that back? How does that work?
He triggered Hago.
Oh, what does Hago do?
You discard a card to retrieve a Dothraki card from your discard pile.
Oh, okay.
Quite nice.
So Chris could have a go and just do all 3 challenges if he wanted.
He could have a go, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Have a bash at it.
So that's also going through unopposed. Claim of Sam. And not bothering with the military even.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I would have done. Stops Wamma doing 2 challenges back. So the power goes through unopposed, so unopposed and claim. And then going for the military there. So if Chris lets that go through unopposed, they'll both get a power, because Wamma will get one for the unopposed, Chris will get one for Dom. If Chris defends, neither of them get the power. So it depends on whether Chris wants the game to speed up a little bit or slow down a little bit. But it looks like it's going to let that go unopposed. And this means that Chris will therefore take Dom. So it's 10-10. It's a tight game. Tight game for the King of Swiss.
That's why they're vying for the King of Swiss title. Because they're two masterful opponents, almost at the top of their game. They're going to do great things when they get through to the cut, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're both guaranteed the cut, aren't they? Oh, there we go. Last plot. So, oh, wow. So, Chris's last plot is King of the North into Wamma's Valar Morghulis, which means that Ghost can't trigger on Wamma's side, which is sad for Wamma. And also, I might have been hoping to be able to, you know, trigger his Bolt, get the wall maybe. But he's not going to be able to do that. On Chris's side, he's not going to be able to use his Valyrian estates. So he's just going to have that 5 gold plus the 1 from Wamma, so 6 gold. So he's going to be quite limited in what he can marshal. So it looks like Wamma's kind of setting up for this turn, and by playing out the gates last turn and the wall, he knew that his characters were going to die, so he didn't bother putting too many on the board. But he was probably hoping to keep that seasoned woodsman. He's played out a steward at the wall for 1. And a slightly bigger character. Oh, a ranging party. And a 0 cost attachment there.
Could be the obsidian arrows because it's 0 gold.
Could be. And using the trigger there to get a gold back. That's sitting on that 1 gold. So because he didn't draw the card and chose for the gold instead, to me that implies that he's got an attachment in hand that he'd like to throw in later.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, Chris putting out a Braided Warrior and a Missandei, and also a King's Road ready for next turn, saving 1 gold.
So, doesn't look like I see a blood trigger for Chris, unless overwhelming numbers. It's a card in his hand.
So Wamma there just passing challenges because it's better for him to just defend. Unfortunately for Wamma, he's not going to be able to defend both challenges. So the wall, well, I mean the wall's not triggering anyway, but he's just got to defend the one that's most important, right?
Yeah, we know the card in hand is Khal Drogo anyway, so. Chris takes the lead.
Yeah, so Wamma having to defend the military there, really. And Missandei therefore able to get through with the power.
Yeah, why am I going to spend that gold now? No?
No.
Thought he was going to spend it, chuck something into play, trigger Valyrian still, but didn't have anything he wanted to put into play?
Apparently not. He might be worried that Chris will play his own Valar now. Because Chris has got a decent amount of con on the backboard.
That wouldn't really matter. If you're throwing in a 1-cost attachment and then you trigger the agenda's draw card, you're just swapping card for card, right?
Yeah, I guess so. When we're dying to barring.
James shutting off the whim of the world one more time.
And
giving himself some good gold now. Because that's it. He's going to get 10 gold. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
I mean, Chris has got 2 claim here. He could very easily close it.
Could very easily close it.
But I guess the ranging party on 6 strength for the power is difficult. Oh, well, there you go. You've got Drogo. Drogo will help with that. The threat of 2 military challenges, 2 claim each, is probably a little bit scary for Wamma. On the plus side, as we said, no womb.
Wow.
Oh, got nothing in hand.
And we know we can't jump anything in.
That's a surprise. Oh, I really want to know what's in Chris's hand now.
I mean, if it's an overwhelming number, then happy days.
Why?
Because we can get stuff out of your discard pile.
Does it not count as coming into play around the gates?
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I thought the plot was King in the North, but we've moved past that, right?
Yeah, we're on the next plot. So Wamma there, popping another attachment out. And using Valyrian Steel to draw a card. I mean, really, Wamma just wants to get a couple of carrots on the board, doesn't he? It's just to try and stop those challenges. Oh, wow,
I was just going to say, something big like core in half hand, something with big military icon and renown, help him speed up the game. Suddenly, James had a wall.
Well, yeah, he had the wall last time. But he's got Corin now as well.
Clever girl.
Thank you. I am a Velociraptor.
Yes, you are. Or maybe a basilisk.
Ooh. Oh, what's his bloody name?
That Mullin.
Merlin, that's it. So Merlin says that the braided warrior cannot participate.
Lovely. It puts Chris in a bad position. Because now Khal Drogo can't win a challenge. Missandei, I don't think Missandei can win a challenge.
I don't think so.
Depending on the strength of that steward.
Yeah. So Corin Halfhand on his own can defend that.
Yep, he had 8 strength.
I think that's it. Intrigue unopposed. And then... Oh, you forgot to take the renown on Corin. You plonker.
He did.
And then the power unopposed and claim, and then the wall. That's it.
Wow.
I got it. I was not expecting that, actually.
What a lucky scumbag. I'm sorry.
So congratulations to Wamma, commiserations to Chris. We will be back with some of the cut. We've got the top 64 game coming up next. And we'll get that out as soon as we can. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers.
Patreon.com.
Shut up, that one. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.